Incremental greetings. Today I want to share with you my stats with a collection that is now 1 year old. So I just will cover what's relevant. So first, the memorized items is okay, just 2,400 in a year? This is kind of low, taking into account that all the English items are outside of this collection now. So the memorized items, it's very low. At the first months, I had 15, 20, up to 24, something like that, and now it's so much lower. But keep in mind, I'm using different collections. And what's fun is the total elements, especially the topics, are decreasing. Especially this month, I have been deleting or setting down lots of topics. As you can see that it's climbing on July, and then on August, it's declining. So I deleted so many topics. A threads come to an end and I get rid of them, right? Items I have in my collection, the less topics I have. On this August, you can see that I'm adding lots of items. Here I was 2,900 just at the end of July. That is 500 items in just 2 weeks. And keep in mind that all the English items I do myself, I do them on the English collection, not here. So I still added about 40 or 50 more cards that are not in this collection. Quite a lot, right? Then retention, 93.3%. It's lower than before, and that's because first, I no longer have the English collection, which was boosting the average. And second, because recently I have been doing Greek items, which this has lowered. If we go at the forgotten index, at the first days, it's so low on the 80s, and the optimal interval is less than a day. Then distributions. That's funny because the difficulty would be, the default difficulty is 0.50. But here I have a longer value, so I have 1000 items, 0.63. And also 300 items here at maximum, 1 is the maximum difficulty. I don't really get that now, but I will expect this is what I leached. I don't know, but 300 seems quite a lot. Intervals. So with just 1 year, the collection is just 1 year old, and you could see that most of my items, elements, have an interval of 1000 days. So 3 years already, with just 1 year of use. Crazy. And here about repetitions. Now I'm filtering only items. Most of the items have up to 4 repetitions. That is unlikely on Anki to have 6, 7, 8 repetitions in a year, and in topics it's a lot less. Most of the topics has only the automatic repetition. Here the average interval of items, it's 1 year. It's longer than the collection, and the average interval for topics, it's even longer. 1 year and a half and more than that. And the average repetitions, 3.7 per item. Nice. Repetition count, 24,000. That's very little. So little. And keep in mind that there are a couple thousand repetitions here that are from the English collection, really, not from incremental reading. Obviously, those numbers don't mean anything about the quality and performance of my incremental reading. It's just descriptive of the volume. More repetitions doesn't mean I'm learning more. And the average forgotten index, I'm using the default 10% of desired forgotten index, and I am slightly below that. And look the forgotten index. What a mess. Recently I made a video about the forgetting index versus priority. This one, right? That this is due to the Greek items that I did recently with very high priority. And look at the forgotten index. So once I stopped that, I was about 40% forgotten index. Look how it lowered. 4%, 8%, something more normal. Because I stopped doing those items. So look at the difference of doing a semantic learning can do for you. Oh, the average time now it's 5 seconds, which is a lot more than before. I think I reached 2 point something when I was really hard on the English items. This goes higher and higher every time. And the speed is 600, so every time it's decreasing because I must still have an average with the English items that I did very quickly. So every day it's going lower and lower and lower. And that's it for this collection.